my name is Diva and I'm just a kid who's having a lot of problems in life, and my biggest problem is family. Having a family problem can change a lot of things and even change me into a new person. My whole life, people have been judging me from my appearance, and they just don't believe that people like me can turn into a new leaf. I mean, most of my friends see me happy every time because I'm the guy who really gets sad. Even though I have all these things inside of me, I still try to stay strong and always be there for my friends. I know most of you guys at the age of 9 will be pampered and get everything you want from your parents and have a good childhood, but me, no. My mom threw me in boys' home when I did not do anything and left me there for 4 years just because she was lazy to take care of me. And that whole 4 years she did not even visit me, while all the other kids get to see their parents every week. Well, inside there, I'm known as the boy who doesn't go back home, or like the only boy who didn't have his parents to visit him for 4 years and did not even shed a single tear. I always have been the bad one in the family because I always give them problems. And I'm not like other kids who live happily with their mom and dad and get pampered by their parents. I don't live with my parents because they both had a divorce, and I don't even know where is my mom and dad because they both don't even bother to take care of me. I currently live with my aunt and her 2 sons. Even though I have my auntie to take care of me, I still don't feel her giving me the love she gives to her 2 sons. I can sense the favoritism, and I'm still good because in the end of the day, I'm not her son after all. I'm just being a burden to her, so I just guess I have to be independent from now on. I know I have piercings and stuff like that, but that doesn't mean I'm some kind of criminal. Okay, we as teenagers, let's say it's me. Yes, I smoke and drink, like I said. That doesn't mean I'm some kind of devil or something. Until people see me sitting under my block, just chilling, the residents and the public will give me a weird look. And I just don't get it why. Yes, I have a lot of friends. They are all going through the same thing, being judged by the public and our residents. My friends, of course, are not the type who meet up to study together or go to the library to do the nerd stuff. But that also doesn't mean that we do bad stuff or we meet up to do something bad. We all have friends that are crazy and likes to do stupid stuff. Well, my family always don't want me to hang out with my friends because they think that my friends are bad. Yes, we have done stupid things and got caught and went in lockup together, but we just take that as a funny memory. My friends have been there for me since day one and have never disappointed me in any way. Well, when I was inside lockup with my friends, we learned a lot of stuff in there, and trust me, that's not a good place to be in. It's filled with negativity and all those bad vibes. First time I went there, those people were just looking at me, and I saw a guy just screaming and banging his head on the cell door. Of course, that place is not full of negativity. There's so many people with different stories, and all of them were hoping for a second chance. They all was missing their family and friends. The officers inside there are the one giving the negative vibes because they treat us like shit inside there. When I said I want food, I said I was hungry because I was in there for more than 10 hours with no food, water or anything. So I asked them for food and they gave me a mushroom cup noodle and it was boiling hot. They just asked me to eat the cup noodles using my hands. Well, this is how the officer treat us inside there. I'm being honest with you guys. When the first time my mom threw me inside boys' home, she lied to me. She said she's gonna be back in a minute, so just wait for me, and left. And that was the last time I ever saw her. Me as a kid believed what she said, and I waited and waited and waited. She did not come. And in that 4 years, I saw a lot of people coming in and out, and all of them were crying. But no, at that point when my mother left me, I did not cry because I believed that my mom would come back. But sadly, she didn't. After 4 years of not seeing any of my family members, and I was starting to give up and forget about actually I have a family. My supervisor, who is in charge, taking care of us, came to me and said, There is someone here to take you home for good. So do you know who are they? I was lost because it's been years since my mom left me here. So I went to see who was there. There was a woman and two sons, and the woman was claiming that she was my aunt. But honestly, I did not believe her, and she talked to me and she told me that my family did not know that my mom threw me here when I was at a young age. So that's how I started staying with my aunt at Whampoa. And that was my first time after years seeing the outside world and meeting my friends in Whampoa. As time flies by, I meet a lot of friends in Whampoa. And like we all know each other for almost 11 years. And we have gone through a lot of things together, and basically they are considered my family. And yes, we do stupid things, and like my friend does stupid things, and that's where the police came in and all of the other things. Like people judging us, police always aiming us, thinking we're gonna do something bad. What I said in the start, we are humans too. We do have feelings, and we just want people to stop judging us. Dear Dad, how have you been? I really miss you. It's been 6 years since you left me. When you left me, I wanted to give up in life. But I can't, because I have a queen to take care of and she's really precious to me, which is my mom. Sometimes I wonder what if you are with me right now? Would you be proud of me? If you are here with me, I swear I will share a lot of things with you. Like who is my first friend, who is the first girl that I have crushed on, how I doing in school. But it's okay. Even though you're not with me, I know that you're watching me from upstairs. I learned a lot from you, even though we poor or rich. It doesn't matter. The only thing that is matter is happiness. I really appreciate what you and mom did for the family when you were around with me. But now I take your place and take care of the family. Mom told me that you're really a good man. And I know that you taught me a lot of things. You taught me how to be a real man. You taught me how to love my mom. You taught me how to make my mom happy. How's mom? She's doing good. She's trying her best to make us happy. But I know she's hurting inside and suffer a lot. She hide a lot of things like her feelings with us. Me as her son, I know how she feels without her husband. Because dad always with her wherever she go. And now she only rely on me because she know that I can take care of her just like how dad did. It's just sad how people are judging us. I wish people can just take us as who we are. Plus, they judge me because of my race, and it's sad. The best part, I can't do anything or say anything because if I did, then I would be in fault. It's sad even the person who was supposed to support you, who was supposed to be there for you or whatnot, as a school teacher. Of course, we as students will joke with our teacher or whatnot, but if he is the one who is judging me, of course there will be bullies around, right? And yeah, it's sad lah. Like how about your own teacher
judging you, making fun of you, and all. So the main part is the teachers are supposed to be there for us, but then I mean my teachers are there for me, but one or two are like judging me, and I can tell because when my whole class jokes with him, he's okay. He joke back, but when I joke with him, he'll be like, "Hey, go back to your place, go back to your country, or whatnot." Then I'll be like, "Oh shit, I can't do shit." So I'll be like, "Okay, never mind." And yeah, so we tend to get checked by the police most of the time. Check us because they say they suspect us, or they just say that, "Oh, we check you guys to keep you guys safe or whatnot." But how is it keeping us safe when it's making us feel worthless and they're checking us, like making us embarrassed in front of other people or whatnot? Yeah, they want to check us, yeah, why not? But why? That's the reason. And they'll be like, "Oh, there's no reason. We just want to keep you guys safe, so we have to check." But why? Why us? There's so many other people. It's weird. But yeah, not all police are the same. There are some police officers are very good. As my best experience with a police officer, which is my line dance boss, he tends to be the kindest police officer I've ever seen until now, because he always supports me, and he'll be like, he makes me feel that I'm not worthless. He will help me with anything I need, and he always like, "Bro, let's go." And I'll be like, "Wow." So he'll be like, "Yeah, just come along." And like for us, we have to work to get money, because we can get from our parents, but we don't want, because how long for our parents, they pay for our school fee and everything. But yeah, it's time for us to get our own money lah. So I'll be working 24/7 nowadays. And the Chinese New Year period is the best period for us lah, because we get up to $150 to $200 per day. And yeah, and that is one of my best experiences with a police officer. It's sad to think about losing a friend, let alone thinking about what will happen after 10 years. What if we all break friendship, or what if something happened to someone? Who knows? Future, right?
This is my story. I have been battling with depression for 6 years now. Before 19 February 2014, I was the happiest boy that could ever live. But on 19 February itself, I lost a hero, and I could never move on from my father's death. My mom started to feel the same way, and everything starts to fall apart for me. I wasn't doing well with school, and everyone starts to look down on me. Skip a few years to 2020, I have not improved my studies, and I retained. My attendance was bad, and all I could do is being a failure. I disappoint my mom every day by not even trying to do something about my situations. At least that's how it seems like for my mom. I swear I tried, but there's too much challenges for me to face. I can't describe my thoughts and feelings, but I was so used to bottling up my feelings to the point where I put all of my efforts to even say a single word. I felt trapped within my own self. The most challenging part was to defeat myself. Every decision that I made was to show that I am trying, but my alter ego forcing myself to think that I am worthless. Between the years that I skipped, my brother and I were pampered by my mom. She brought us shopping to distract us from our father's death. Although she put so much love and effort to gain our happiness, we were trying to adapt to a new chapter. My mom was treated like shit by my relative. They looked upon my mom just because of my father's life savings. They treated my mom like as if she was a walking ATM. My relationships with my parents was full of joy, and I felt like I have everything that I could ever ask for. Even by going to the shop could be fun and full of happiness. My parents taught me a lot. They taught me that just by appreciating little things, you can feel like you had achieved everything in this world, and your life will fill with full of joy and happiness. That was my relationship with both my parents. My father is a hero without a cape and superpowers. But why? Why do I call him a hero? Well, to start off, a father is everyone's hero. My father is a hardworking and lovable man. His friend would look down on him, but that won't make my father lose respect for them. Even though he is tired and stressed, I am still curious. How did he manage to put a smile on my face? I was filled with confidence as no matter what I do, he will always support me. But I have lost those feelings. I became depressed at the age of 9. Slowly, I'm starting to realize that the question I've been asking was being answered slowly. Well, these are the few things that I've learned. No matter how hard the world is going to hit you, you will hide those impacts to see the person you love smile. In other words, faking your emotions. I am used to faking my smile just to see my girlfriend, my mom, anyone that I love happy and smiling. Because the only thing that I want in life was to make both my princess and queen happy. I am suffering with mental illness. And yes, I've attempted suicide. And even to now, as I am writing this, suicide thoughts is one of the things that I couldn't move on from. I don't show my problems as I've been called attention seeker. I am constantly losing someone or something I love. I felt empty. If anyone could have chased me with a weapon, I would have stayed. That's how empty I am at some point of my life. What gives me strength? Well, my girlfriend and my mom. My girlfriend was my only friend, best friend, well, everything. My mom is the only person that could feel my pain. I know you may feel the same way as you may relate to some of the point. But what I meant was she could step in my shoe and know what I am feeling. She's alive for me. Why not? I still alive too. Besides, music saved my life too. Rapping is my passion. Rapping is a therapy for me. I've made more than 5 songs for the past 1 year. It is not a lot, but yeah, Tupac, Snoop Dogg, and other legends rappers inspired me to start rapping. And my songs are mainly about my feelings mixed with society and entertainment. For my followers, what I meant by music is a therapy for me is that having to express your feelings to a therapy is kind of pointless, in my opinion at least. As I felt like I let my emotions go to waste, and music is the only thing that I feel like it worth something more than just expressing my feelings. I've been admitted to hospital for 5 days due to my mental illness, and a therapist suggested me for a session, but I didn't want to, and I tried explaining, but no one seemed to understand my point.
My name is Adi Julianto, but my friends call me Yanni. I'm sorry I'm not here because I am on my tagging due to my drug sentence. Let me share with you about my life story. First of all, my childhood was really an awesome part of life because I used to play soccer with my neighborhood friends and even go to internet cafe and then have our pastime there, something like that. And we used to spend a lot of hours there and having lots of fun. And then when I went into secondary school, I used to have a lot of people who are against me. I used to have a lot of fake friends. I don't even know why they are like that to me. It's like, how do you call it? Like the way I treated them was good and they treat me like I'm a trash. So I start to cut them off from my life. And once there's this boy who made me really angry, and I went into school, I find him and I beat the hell out of him. I climb out of school. And that's when I am not myself anymore. And from there I changed. And how I turned myself into drugs is because I wanted to escape reality from all my problems, like misunderstanding with my family, and how my heart break into a million pieces when the girl I love the most left me. All along, I managed to keep this for my loved ones until I get caught this year on January. It made me feel sad because I didn't expect that I was going to prison for the first time. It was my first offense. When my mom found out, she was frustrated. She went through a lot in her life, but she was really sad when I turned myself into this kind of situation. As being a single mom isn't easy. She has to take care of 4 kids, my elder brother, myself, and my 2 younger sisters. And how can I just break her heart by doing all my stupid actions that causes a lot of consequences? I was really excited when I get to come out. When a few days before Hari Raya, it was my release date, and I get to go out before Hari Raya. It was just a good, memorable experience. Because when I was in prison, I get to reflect a lot about my past mistakes and everything that made me into a person till today. I was stressed at first when I was on tagging because I have no school and no work. So my timing was like 12 to 3 p.m. and I can't even go out that much for long hours. So I started to think about what I can do to help my mom since my elder brother is not working, and I applied to work at a warehouse given by my RO. And when I was on tagging, I feel like it was burden because I left about like 5 months plus to go on, and there's nothing more to look forward. But I have to go through it no matter what happens. I want to talk about Aisha, my friend. Ash, he's a good friend. He always never think about himself. He always there to help you when you are in trouble or when you need someone to really talk to. He will always be there for you. He's been a good brother to me and I treated him like my family. But sadly today, he's not here with me because he was serving his JRC2 sentence because he was banned on drugs. Because he feel like his life was miserable and nobody was there to talk to him or encourage him to stay away from it. And me as his close friend, I regretted not helping him out. And he was frustrated. And I can't believe that he's really gone for like 18 months. I wish he was still here when I'm sad. He's always there for me, talk to me, and he loved to advise me and the rest of the boys in Whampoa about life, be it in relationship with mother, with family, relationship with family and friends. He's always there to guide us to go to good path rather than the bad ones. Yeah. I wish the best for everyone so that one day you guys will be successful in life, you have good education and good earnings of money from the job that you guys work for. You have to make it happen.
Hi, my name is Yanni, and here's my story about my dad. Throughout my life, I've always been scared and insecure, but I wasn't always like that. What caused my anxiety is because of my dad. He always comes home drunk. When he's drunk, he tends to be aggressive and violent. I may not know much, but seeing him so stressed out got me curious. He's not always home because usually after work, he goes to the market to drink. He vented his anger on my family and friends, including myself. Financial problems, for example. Financial problems has always been a big issue for my family. For me personally, I always tend to argue with my dad because of how I dislike his behavior. Once he comes home, most of the time he's drunk and basically just sits at the corner and continues to drink. He doesn't care about anything by himself. My parents will always have these grudges and negative thinking about my group of friends because of the nonsense that they do. The grudges started when I became rebellious, egoistic, and started to get in trouble with the law. I went for riots, fights, in and out of school. I vandalized walls, properties. Currently, I have a old riot case which is still on pending since last year. I have to report to Tangling every month. The riot was caused by misunderstanding and argument with some young boys. The boys started the argument and caught more boys for backup. We only had 4 and they had 16. We were at a disadvantage, so we had to do something in order to avoid getting ambushed. So my friend brought a baseball bat and swung it at the closest person. The bat connected with the skull and he fell to the floor. He had to rush to the hospital because he was losing a lot of blood. The grudges do because I argue with my dad. Because I always sided my friends because he always tends to judge my friends. And that's one thing I hate the most. One night, my friends came over to my house to hang out. On that day, he came home drunk. He started to shout and talk nonsense. I then backfired him and started to shout back. He wasn't happy with me, so he went to the table and grabbed a bottle and tried to smash it on my head. In order to not get hurt, I had to defend myself, so I started to beat him up. My mom and friends came into the fight and stopped the fight. He had blood all over his back because of the glass bottle. He then went to sleep with all the blood stains on his back. The next day, he was admitted to the hospital because of a glass puncturing so deep and then injuring his left lung. To this day, I will never forget this incident. The one who always pays for the bills has always been my mom. Besides her are my 2 older siblings, who are also working to support themselves and the family. My mom is always tired because she has to support a family of 7 and pay for the bills. Right now, altogether, my family members who are staying at my house adds up to a capacity of 5, and currently 2 of my friends are staying with me in the same house. It's hard to support a family of 7 with just a small amount of salary. I hope every moment I have experienced taught me a lesson, because I'm sick and tired of always arguing and getting into fights. I'm tired of feeling like I'm nothing and worthless.
I wish that young people going through mental health issues are supported, loved, cared by people around them, especially in school. I've been struggling with depression for 6 years, and my school did not support me. They didn't seem to care when I told them that I've attempted suicide and I'm suffering with mental health. They only cared about my attendance and my studies, and I felt ridiculous and disappointed with their actions. I wish that humanity could understand and feel each other's feelings, and I just wish that they could care more about our stories than our studies. I just want some respect and a little bit more attention, as I feel like my school is lack of it. I just wish that our intention speaks louder than our actions. For example, if a man steals a bag of rice, he's committing a crime. And I agree, his action was bad. But his intention was to feed his family. But it's hard when my voice isn't loud enough. It's hard when this police be judging us, be hunting us. We ain't doing nothing, but you gon' hate on us. Let's try to be nice. Maybe it wasn't twice. That's all we asked for. Assuming that we're bad, but matter of fact, not all of us are losing track on our success. I just wanna rest from all of this mess. I wanna confess, not everyone is great at being the best. What I mean is, nobody has a life that's perfect, but you gotta realize that some life is being under attack. But no matter what, you always got someone in your step. Like back to my brothers, flexing my clothes like a pussy. Yeah, we trash, but we ain't a loser. Look down on us, we tough in the town with no cash, wearing no vest. Strike your bones like a vulture. Nah, man, now we don't take no else. That's a pity, smart homie kill. Rumble with me, let's leave the bell, huh? Glad I could tell my life is hell. You motherfuckers don't know me well. This is my fight, I gotta rebel. Fairy tale, call me farewell. Pick up the pen, dress up my feelings. I was like 10 when I lost all of the meanings. No matter losing or winning. If I die, would I go heaven or hell? Put on a mask so no one could tell. Taking this task up on the cell. 2020 couldn't go well. No fast giving, I got faith. Robbing his beat, it ain't too late. Not every hero is wearing the cage. His head is beheading, cracking your tooth, shots in your head. Leave you on scene, cause I need a break. Making on you, pass me the plate. Shipping my day, best the great. Killing this fucker, cause I need the quit. No time for life, always embrace. Lay down the road, to obey. Pockets of bills, cause I need some faith. I need fuck. Riding this car like I'm making the wave. Hand me the shovel, then dig out my grave. I am hopeless, but I ain't too late. Hand me some paper and give it a trace. Daniel, what do you wish for your family?
I wish my family would see us as a rich generation and try to do better for us. I wish my father would seek help for his drinking and see that the harm that is causing my family and friends. I wish he could see that it is the people who are hurt who end up hurting other people. I do not want to keep continuing this cycle of violence. I already see this in myself and how I will react in situations. I want this to change for him and for my family before it's too late. We may not have a lot of money, but our family have us, Whampoa. We have each other. Many of us had to stand up to our own parents and defend ourselves physically and emotionally. Sometimes we even have to be our own parent to our own siblings and even our own parents. I wish they could see that. Eva, what do you wish to do for your community?
I wish we will do things to always be in the community. I wish we can stay as friends, as Whampoa, and always be Whampoa, because we are Whampoa. The boys, the girls, the Homa uncle, Snoop Dogg, Rolex, King, and many more of them. What is Whampoa without us? I wish we can always spend time turning at the playground, playing pranks, making jokes, having each other's back, going through the good and bad times. This is our kampung. I wish the neighbors in the block around us would see this as well as stop judging us. Whampoa is a family. It's my family. I also wish we can do things to help each other. We had some plans to set up a community fund where each of us contribute some money at the end of every week. $1 or $2 also can. That when one of our family or anyone who needs help, we use the money from there. Then we start saving up again. So Nakib, what do you wish we can be for the community?
I wish I can be the bridge between the community and others. I wish to be seen as someone you can work with instead of someone that is against you. I want to be someone that can represent the voice of Whampoa and work together with others. I just want the best for Whampoa and its people. Some people need money, some people need medicine, some people need groceries, some people need help to move around. Some people just need a friend. If I can, I would like to be someone who can help. Shahid, what do you wish for your friend in Whampoa?
I wish people at Whampoa don't feel ashamed of who they are. I know we are special. I know we are strong. I know our stories can help other people. I hope 10 years down the road, we are happy and strong because of the life we went through together with our friends. I don't know where we will be in the future, but let's not let things get between us. Even then, Chino who lives at Jurong and other friends who move out of Whampoa make the effort to come back and hang out with us. Let's not let girls, money, or whatever else to come between us. I want to be friends with you even until we old or what. We will always be Whampoa.